the most coveted demo that every brand in the history of brands want to be in front of. A lot of people still think of YouTube as I need to create this 11-minute mini documentary. At the very, very, very least, you need to be cross-posting on YouTube Shorts. What is the number one social platform that brands are not using and are undervaluing? The answer is YouTube Shorts. Yes, YouTube Shorts is considered a social media platform where I think a lot of people forget about YouTube, even though it's the number 3 website in the entire world. But the biggest thing that I always share with people is 90% of U.S. earners that make over $75,000 are on YouTube on a regular basis, which is the most coveted demo that every brand in the history of brands want to be in front of. Yet there's so many colleagues and brands and even clients that aren't prioritizing YouTube. And I think the reason that is a lot of people still think of YouTube as I need to create this 11-minute mini documentary or this, 3-hour podcast in order to show up right on YouTube. And that's just simply not the case anymore, especially with YouTube Shorts, which, by the way, receives 70 billion daily views here in 2025. And so many of you are posting vertical reels, vertical TikToks that also work on YouTube Shorts. So one thing that we recommend at the very, very, very least, you need to be cross-posting on YouTube Shorts. I don't care if you don't have one single YouTube video. When you go to your homepage, you have 0 videos and all you have is shorts. That's okay. The very least that you should be doing is making sure that your vertical content that you're already posting on Instagram Reels and TikTok are on YouTube Shorts, not only because of the 70 billion daily active users, but because your coveted demo, your high earners, $75,000 or more in the United States are on it. You have to be in front of it. And hopefully, since I'm talking about YouTube, and this is also on YouTube, this whole program, maybe YouTube will help me out with a little bit of engagement here and get it out to more people. But just some stats here on YouTube. The platform has more than 2 billion monthly active users, as a lot of us know. Approximately 164 million of these users are in the United States. YouTube reigns supreme in the US. The larger viewer demographic is that coveted 25 to 34 demo, which are really the high spenders and also factor into that $75,000 or more in terms of the 90% of the high earners. Hey friends, quick favor. Can you please like this video and subscribe to this channel? If you get any value from this episode or the show in general, we'd really, really appreciate it. Back to the action. Recently, in a Q1 2024 earnings call, Google revealed that the number of channels that post shorts has increased 50% year over year. So I'm starting to see more people take my advice and get on YouTube. But if you haven't already, you need to, like today, because people are passing you up and they're already getting the engagement, they're getting the subscribers, and they're able to leverage that content, even if there's just simply cross-posting. And then with an average engagement rate of 5.91%, YouTube Shorts surpasses the other short-form platforms right now, like TikTok, Instagram Reels, and Facebook Reels. So all to say that the algorithm is being juiced. YouTube is still trying to juice the YouTube Shorts algorithm. It's getting out in front of more people. And I'll be honest, I'll sometimes be in that doom scrolling spiral on the couch on a weekday evening, as I'm sure a lot of you can relate to. And sometimes I forget, I'm like, am I on YouTube Shorts right now or TikTok or Instagram? You kind of do the Instagram, TikTok, YouTube Shorts shuffle where you're just like scrolling aimlessly. They all look so similar now that you almost don't know what platform you're in, which is very interesting. And it shows that if they all look kind of similar, then if you're already posting the other two, at least cross-post to the third. But again, make sure YouTube is part of your strategy. Make sure it doesn't need a 72-page strategic deck. It doesn't need to be approved by everybody in your organization. Just start posting on YouTube Shorts if you haven't already. And if you are posting on YouTube Shorts, start to evolve your YouTube strategy overall so you can take advantage of A, high earners are on this platform, B, 70 billion daily active users globally, and C, in the US. I mean, when you look at YouTube and YouTube TV and just that whole ecosystem, man, you got to be on it and make sure you reference YouTube, the same social platform as you would TikTok and Instagram. All right, there you have it. Once again, my rant and rave. I think I've done this for 2 years now. Don't forget about YouTube. People are still forgetting about it. So here's your friendly nudge, like always, to go out there and double down on especially YouTube Shorts, but the YouTube platform in general. All right, there you have it. My name is David Brickley. This has been yet another edition of the Business of Social podcast, and it's all been powered by STN Digital.